We are watching every single piece of Star Trek media. We finished TOS, and now we're on to TAS, the animated series, Episode 9. I think it's a pretty good run. I don't think any are terrible. I just think some are okay, and a couple have been pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. The real question is, will any episode be as good as Episode 2 yesteryear? We'll see.
We'll see.
We're going to jump in here to Episode 9, so we're going to get started right now.
Space, the final frontier.
Two writers, okay. That was rare even in the original series.
The crew of the Enterprise is ready for some well-deserved rest and recreation.
Uh-oh.
But that's not going to happen. You think it's the same shore leave planet that they went to?
I would doubt it, just because wouldn't they make a bigger deal out of it? Like, we've been here once before.
Oh, it's just as beautiful as I remember.
Oh, there you go.
Nothing's changed.
First line of dialogue.
Well, this looks like the same spot we...
I think that Uhura went down with them.
Fuzzy ears and whiskers, I'm late.
Well, that's an improvement on the original series. The bunny.
White Rabbit. He went that way, Alice.
Uhura just buys in with it.
Well, just remember, they're highly sophisticated robots created by the planet computer to make your dreams come true.
Yeah, don't send Kirk down there. He's going to get in a fist fight with that guy again.
Yeah. Someone commented on one of our Q&As recently, and they were like, if you were going to be in an episode of Star Trek, which one would you want to be in? And I said, anyone who doesn't say shore leave is lying. Because it's just like the ultimate paradise. So you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Now that they actually know.
Yeah. You just, I don't know. Sometimes things pop in your brain. You don't want to pop in there.
Fair enough.
You gotta be careful.
Off with his head!
Hey, what's going on here?
Man, really leaning into the Alice in Wonderland thing. Dang, you're running.
Then an army of playing cards came out of nowhere, only they weren't playing. I was lucky to escape with my life.
Yeah. Didn't he die there last time?
Yeah.
And then suddenly this female started shouting, "Off with his head!" My head.
Kirk here.
Captain, just as I was getting a fix on Lieutenant Uhura, contact was lost. She's still on the planet.
Sensors.
Oh, great. She finally gets the beam down somewhere, just immediately in danger.
The underground complex is shielded by a combination of granite and metal alloy. The sensors will not penetrate.
Lieutenant Mress, all shore leaves are...
Hey.
That's murder.
That is a word meaning to cease to function.
Yes, but...
Good. It is as I wish. I will turn them off.
Oh, man.
Did this thing, like, take over the planet? Is that what...
Yeah. Like, what happened to the other guy?
Oh, yeah, that old guy? He was killed.
Oh, Enterprise. Lieutenant Mress here. Oh.
All right.
Garbled. Request you repeat. Oh.
What a weird shot of the Enterprise.
Yeah. This lingered a little bit too long there. Why didn't you just show Mress?
Yeah.
The Keeper's dead.
An astute medical...
Oh, yeah.
believe this information. Tricorder readings indicate there is a body interred here.
Who buried him and made that thing? Unless he already had it made for when he died.
Yeah. Or that computer was able to create an illusion robot to bury it? I don't know.
Was he the only one on the planet?
You sound less than enchanted with your function.
My life to this point has been one of service. It's time for a change.
So, is it the technology that would help create this thought?
Yeah.
And then once the dude died, it became its own...
Yeah, it's like I'm in charge now.
Yeah.
It's fighting us. There must be a faster way.
What do you want? Signs pointing the way? I'm sorry, Sulu. I'm worried about Uhura.
Oh, you apologized.
Captain, signs pointing the way.
Run for the cave. I have the distinct feeling this planet's playing cat and mouse with us.
Damn it. Damn it, Kirk.
Watch out for the claws.
Thank you, Spock.
Think about Giant Spock. He might be able to help.
Yeah.
He's still hanging out at that one planet.
Excellent. explanation, Mr. Arex.
None, sir.
I want a printout of the guidance computer's last orders.
Yes, sir.
It's like the first time they're having like an Enterprise storyline and the, beam down storyline. Typically they don't have enough time.
This is very strange. Oh.
And then when they're not using Eric's or even having this other Maress talk, and now like they're the main dialogue components.
Yeah. He has 3 legs, by the way. That was cool.
Oh yeah.
I have a suspicion that planet is getting the feel of how to control the Enterprise.
What?
Transition shots in this show are all just a bit too long.
Yeah.
Like they really had to fill that extra minute or two.
During the Enterprise's last visit here, Dr. McCoy was mortally wounded, correct?
Yes, that's right.
And they say this isn't canon.
Thankfully, the writers watched the episode.
Yeah, thank God.
You'll be out less than 5 minutes.
What? Whoa!
I was about to say, like, when does it ever happen where an alarm goes off or everyone starts yelling, "What's happening?" And then it cuts to everyone floating.
Oh! Come on, guys. Holy shit.
Not in my wildest dreams would I think of that.
Oh, that was a cool shot.
Uhura.
Welcome.
I presume you are the planet's master computer.
All right, Kirk, you got to talk it out of it. Change its motivations with a speech.
Kirk versus computer.
With your sky machine, I can now escape this rocky prison and travel the galaxy seeking out my brother computers.
Perhaps we'll get down to the bottom of this mess.
This is pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh!
Consider all you could learn from the many species you might entertain.
Yeah, his mouth's not
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have just used a different angle.
I mean, they love that eye shot. Just moved up a little closer.
Your suggestion is most congenial.
Oh, is that all it took? Okay.
I have no further need for your ship. Mr. Scott, all systems are now functioning normally.
You noticed that was Sulu next to Lieutenant Eric's, right? When they just showed that shot of him.
On the ship?
Yeah.
Really?
It appears shore leave has already commenced for certain members of the crew.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
I want to first say, I think the biggest strength of this episode was the writing. There were 2 writers on this, and I think the writing was really good. There was like so much jam-packed into it, between the Sulu and Bone storyline at the end, everything on the Enterprise, everybody floating was really cool concept, and then the actual concept of the guy that was on the planet who created all this dying, and so this computer takes over and starts doing, what he wants under the way he sees things. All very interesting and not what I would have ever expected from a sequel to Shore Leave. So I really enjoyed it in that aspect. Still a little bit disappointed that I never thought we would get a sequel to Shore Leave, and we do, and they still don't get to have a cool Shore Leave, and it's still full of problems. And it's I get it, it's a show, you have to have conflict, obviously. The episode's not just going to be them doing whatever they want, but it's I would be cool to actually see this planet get taken advantage of in a way that they actually want to use it. But beyond that, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. I think it's so cool to see a sequel episode of an episode of the original series, because I think there's plenty of episodes where I want to see what are they up to now? Where are they now? And this was a very cool example of that, where the continuity was on point. And I like how it wasn't just Kirk versus computer, but it was Kirk, Uhura, and Spock all throwing their logic at it. And instead of making it a big spectacle, the computer's like, yeah, you're right, sounds good. We should have more of these talks, but I have no need for you. Get out of here. How it's no, the ship isn't a master or anything. It's we're not doing this because we're forced to. We're taking pride in our work, and you should too, and all that stuff. All that stuff was fun. And the B plot on the ship. This is another example of they saved it for the animated show, because I don't think they didn't have the technology to have everyone floating in Enterprise. As cool as that would be to see in TOS, I don't think they'd be able to do it without seeing obvious wires and just having it look really phony. So I like how they're taking advantage of the animated concept. And one more thing, I like how Maress and Eric's are getting some dialogue and are heavily involved in the plots. In fact, that's a really big theme so far, that in all the discussions, everyone's heavily involved. Everyone's bouncing. It's not just Kirk and Spock. It's like everyone's throwing in their 2 cents, like it should be.
Yeah, and I do appreciate as well that the computer wasn't like this cartoonish, no pun intended, but as far as like, oh, does not compute, explode, it's like it actually acted how you would think a futuristic smart machine would be like, yeah, you're right, like after taking in all the evidence. So, yeah, really like that episode overall. So it's cool. Let us know what you guys think. Do you guys think, I'm curious if you guys think it's cheap when they just like do these sequel episodes, like instead of giving us new ideas, or do you like going back and doing these sequel episodes? Because I like, for example, I think it probably just depends on did you like the original episode, because like the Tribbles one, the original Tribbles episode wasn't one of my favorites. So getting a sequel to that, it's like, okay, whatever. But getting a sequel to Shore Leave, I think Shore Leave's a pretty underrated episode. So getting a sequel to that's pretty cool.
But if they did a sequel to Deadly Years, that might be.
Yeah. Well, we did see an episode where they got old, but
yeah, and it was a lot better.
Yeah. But what do you guys think about that, and what do you think about this episode as a whole? Let us know. And if it's your first time here, make sure to subscribe, become part of the target audience.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for watching along with us. And that's it. We're done.